What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our gas course project, an action RPG built from scratch using Unreal Engine 5. Oh god. The gameplay ability system plugin, C++ blueprints, all that good stuff. So today we're going to continue our project. We're going to be working on see if we can get replication working for our NPC spawner, because right now it doesn't really spawn for just clients. I wonder, like, it does work for listen server. Like, if I just spawn in, we get a guy pop in, right? So I wonder if this works in two instances, because there's one guy here. I see. Yeah, we're gonna get some insurers for some reason. It's again fcog. It seems like it works. But yeah, he doesn't initialize correctly, which is interesting. So I wonder if that happens if I don't get any insurers when I try to spawn. Or am I always going to get just exceptions when I spawn? Because I also have to just see. Yeah, for some reason the max health doesn't. Max health doesn't go, but maybe that's okay. So yeah, I don't know. It's this freaking garbage collection thing. So let's try again. I want to just see what is causing this insure now, because this is kind of annoying. So we get pretty much up until where? Here. So we get here, and then it gives me problems. And so it ticks here, and I guess it's because I think it's just because of this cog plugin. It's kind of annoying. So I wonder how much I can do about that. I don't think. But yeah, access none, trying to recall the run EQS. I guess this also has to be is valid, maybe? So I wonder if on begin play I do all that, and then gather positions. I can do this on has authority. Or can gather positions be... Because I'm curious if I can get this to work. Oh my lord. If I can get this to work with just a client instance. Because clearly it doesn't work. It says access not trying to get array item 1. Do I have to like wait? Let me see. So run on. Let's just see what happens when I run this on owning client. Let's see. No. Run on server. So no owning connection for actor client. I guess that makes sense. What happens if I delay all this like by like 5 seconds. I'm just curious if I'll get like errors. Because maybe it's like a race condition for things. Okay. Well, it does spawn. Interesting. Now, if I change this to run on server, does it spawn and properly initialize? No. So something definitely goes on when trying to spam this. What's going on, man? Oh, ads, hold on. Oh, shit. I didn't know you would get ads immediately. That's lame. So I'm working on a enemy spawner. And clearly it's not working too well. At least for the client. Seems like there's some sort of race condition. Not race condition, but like something's not initializing correctly with the NPC health. So there's no owning connection for actor, BP, dummy, NPC. So is it because I'm just playing a client? And that's just the way it is? So play as listen server. Let me do 2 instances. Again, this crap, like... This just isn't going so good for multiplayer. So maybe I should not try to kill myself. But yeah, it looks like some initialization issues. So let me kill this guy. Spawns, yeah, it says no owning connection. So monitor health attributes will not be processed. So something's going on. Oh, I stopped playing. Shit. Yeah, so something's going on. So question for you, sir. Are you familiar at all with the podcast Game Dev Field Guide? No, I'm not. Is it good? It helped me a lot. I'm always down to check out some new stuff. Guessing it's on YouTube. I also wonder if I should... I'm always on the brink of wanting to quit trying to make this game multiplayer. Just because it's causing me so many headaches. I don't know what you think. I should not really kind of feature creep myself. Okay, he does a YouTube game show called the Game Dev Game Show. He's looking for people to be contestants, and I thought you might be a good person. Huh, okay, maybe. I mean, do I have to like DM the guy, or I don't know how to throw my hat into the ring. I also would want to watch a few episodes of the Game Dev Game Show before I start doing anything. But I think for now I'm gonna, just because of all these problems, I'm not gonna focus on multiplayer. I gotta just get it out of my head that I'm not gonna make this multiplayer. Because it's just causing me so many problems. And it's kind of stopping me from developing the kind of game I want to make. And maybe I can add like, I don't know, some leaderboard thing, or I don't even know. I can just check quickly what the health component's doing, because it's giving me those problems. So there should be like a health component. So basically there's this like client replication. So I wonder if I just change this to multicast. I know I'm going to get problems, I'm sure of it. Yeah. So again, crap. If you could be interested, you could reach out to him. Anyway, back to the deving. Yeah, for sure. So there is still the process remove function no owning client, and I'm going to do that. It's going to break. We know that. Oops. Maybe I could say like this component doesn't replicate. Oh, I forgot to set max health. So if I were to wait, just bypass this again, bypass this here. Yeah, it's fine. I'm getting so many insurers and warnings and errors when compiling. Yeah, we know. Yeah, so function monitor health attributes will not be processed. Again, it works when the enemies are spawned. I'm hoping to have my latest project a multiplayer, but I've never done multiplayer before. Building it for standalone first with hopes for multi. Yeah, I mean, if you don't build it with multiplayer in mind from the beginning, it's going to be a very, very big pain in the ass down the line. So just be wary. So I'm guessing it's because monitor health attributes. Maybe I have to just run on owning client. Again, I think this cog debug plugin is giving me more problems than it's actually solving. So function server initialized attributes would not be processed. Does the... I can't see this thing. So that seems okay. There's... What is the other warning that we're getting? It's like monitor. So function monitor health attributes will not be processed. Let me clear the log one more time. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing, Casper? You chilling? So server initialize attributes. Where's that problem? So there's monitor. Is it in the NPC? So dummy. I'm good, thank you. I hope you are good too. Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've got an interested buddy who's interested in learning the multiplayer side of UE, so he's going to do that. I'm just going to build gameplay. Well, I'm glad you can work with somebody and collaborate. That's definitely going to be a nice learning experience. And yeah, I just suck at multiplayer, if I'm going to be honest. So where is this server initialize attributes? Is it in blueprints or is it in the code? Okay, so I think it's in code. So this function is only executed on the client that owns the object on which the function is called. Okay. Let's see what happens when I change that. I'm assuming it's gonna break something or not make a difference. But after a while, I kind of have to figure this out to like... again, the fact... I don't know. I get so frustrated with myself sometimes. I feel like just doing multiplayer is just gonna push me down a well that I don't really want to be in. It's like maybe the component doesn't need to be a health component. Yeah, no, I'm the only person holding myself accountable, and it sucks. But yeah, I think I gotta just give up on the concept of multiplayer. So we're good there. Live coding succeeded. Let's just see if that makes any sort of change in our day-to-day life here. Okay, it did. Okay. But yeah, now it's replicating. Okay, maybe my faith in humanity is okay. Okay. It works. There is like, I think I just like, even though I really like I like this cog stuff, it's just killing me. I need to just like disable it, I think. I hope that does what I hope it does. And this series is already a couple of years old, I believe. Freaking impressive. Yeah, like I've changed the project multiple times. Not multiple, just this is the second iteration of the project. And like, I don't know, the difficult thing for me when it comes to like, I guess designing a game is actually designing the shell of the rules around it. So I'm trying to figure that out. And what I'm leaning towards at the moment is like just like a wave-based action RPG with like roguelike sort of stuff. So like after each wave, you know, when you kill enemies, you gain experience, or they drop something, you pick it up. There could be just like randomizers within the waves where, you know, your cooldowns are doubled or halved or whatever it may be. And you kind of have like unique experiences in that sense. Okay, so we fixed one problem. But yeah, now my client doesn't have health. And I wonder, I guess it's because of here. So reliable, so maybe I have to say like if it's player controlled. Or is that, maybe it was like a fluke? Let's see. Yeah, not a fluke. So just to check. Let's change it back to server. And I know you shouldn't really be hot reloading if you're just changing header files. Sometimes it does some weird funky shit, but I would just like to confirm if this is the case, because maybe then wherever I'm calling this, yeah, so I'm calling it here server. Yeah, so that breaks that. And I guess it's in here. Let me just try to get my client's health back. I broke something without realizing it, so that's not cool. Is it this whole opponent replicates? We do run on owning client. Okay, we're back. We're back in business. Hold on. Are we gonna get the best of all the worlds here? Because I also, again, this is just like a debugging spawner that I want to work on. And I'm wondering if, like, when an enemy is killed, it should use the player who killed it as the position, as a means of generating the EQS. Maybe. So let's just see. Now, do we have everybody chilling? No. Let's double check that that's not a fluke. Okay. So I think I have to... Maybe I can make one client. Sorry, I gotta try to fix this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. I'm not actually doing what the stream says I'm gonna do. Let's make sure we know. So server does what? Does that do? So executed on the server. So I think I need to... I'm just gonna grab you. Move you on top. I don't know if this is gonna be like redundant code. But then on begin play, what can I say? Like get owner. Now, is it like has authority? So if and then I can just write client. I wonder if that's going to change anything for me. Because what I want to accomplish on a gameplay level, I want to... Like, obviously, I already have some of the ability setups and the frameworks for that. And so making a new ability isn't too difficult. And with this character that I have, like I want to try to make other types of characters, like just based off the kind of content that I got from the marketplace. Like they have MF Elf, which I guess it's something fantasy. It's not motherfucker. And then there's Action Knight. So I'm wondering if I could make like different classes. Because you have, it's the same skeleton and everything, but they don't really have like they have some swords, they have meshes, armor stuff. So like there's different things I want to try to build potentially. Yeah, Paragon assets are nice, but I want to stick with this asset. Okay. So I wonder, can I play? I want to just see if I can get it to initialize as a client. And I'm curious what it says. Because yeah, it's the same issue, right? Now, where do I get here? So we initialize the view model. Actually, just to be extra safe, where's my thing here? It's the details. Let's not spawn anybody, just so my breakpoint will be for sure my client. So we definitely get here. Now, we basically fail at a certain point, and then we get here. So what happens exactly? So getting the health attributes, I think, fails. Like, we don't get there, but do we get there? So we don't get there at all. So what happens? So it kind of just derps and doesn't get anything. But why? Because it's on begin play. There is the initialized view model. Maybe I can make this call here. So yeah, change of plans. We're figuring this out. Or at least we're going to try to for the next hour, I would say. Because I know it's in... I think it's in the base character. There is like a reference to our health component. So we do that. And then post begin play health component registration, which I guess is fine. Don't really remember adding that, but it's a native event. And that's all we really have. So does this get called? No. So I wonder if I were to go to like my elf male. I have my health component. There should be some events here, right? So event post begin health play component registration. So cannot find corresponding variable, make sure component has been assigned to one. What? Weird. I get character health component. That's weird. So set max. Do I have to cast it? So because it's a live coding problem. That's why you don't do the live coding. So let me close out of that. Let's do a full recompile. Hey, Captain Price, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So contrary to what the stream title says, we're actually messing around with character health and character health replication because, yeah, things aren't working as I was hoping. And I'm constantly banging my head against the wall when it comes to multiplayer and replication stuff, so we're in for a ride. And then after doing live coding, hot reloading, it seems like maybe it broke something. So, you know, we're playing it by ear. And I'm assuming the change I made here, where I took it off begin play, broke it for the server. So we'll see what's going to happen. How's everybody in chat doing? Anyone playing Black Myth Wukong? That's what I'm playing at the moment. And I like Black Myth Wukong, don't get me wrong. But the bosses are tough, you know, their patterns are difficult to recognize. Hit impacts aren't as strong as I hoped. I don't know if you can see the kitty back there. Say hi to everybody, Boba. The kitty says hi. So we'll see what happens after doing a proper recompilation when it comes to the variable within the character blueprint for the health component. I'm curious if it's still broken or not. Okay. Takes a New York minute to open up. Yes, so it works now. No live coding crap. So I should be able to cast to character health component, but can I also set max health? Yeah, I can. What happens if I were to just set max health to 100? And current health to 100? I just want to know if this is at all valid. So yeah, nothing really happens there. What if I go like this? So we do get there. But yeah, that information is not properly replicated or set on the client. Now, if I don't make this component replicate, just for the sake of example, no change. And if I make this, so run on server. Where do I even call monitor health attributes? Let's just try a couple things here. Yeah, no change. It's at a breakpoint. Ah. So like, it works after that fact. Because like now I'm dealing damage to myself and the number is going down, you know? So it's just the initialization that's like really pooping itself, I guess. And I'm not sure. So monitor health attributes. How is that getting called? Monitor health attributes. So here. So event health view model instantiated, right? So here. So that's that. So what if I were to make it not replicated? I'm just going to try 1,000 things and we'll see what sticks. Let's make it multicast. What platform are you making this game for? I don't even know. I'm just going to say PC. I'm not going to worry about any sort of consoles or anything like that. Yeah, so for whatever reason. So now that damage part doesn't even work. So this has to be run on server. And this properly monitors. So the issue is not here. The issue is in here. And these are new functions, but they're not blueprint callable. So what would I want to say? Because again, these don't get called. What are you gonna name it? Man, I have no clue. We're so early in development. I'm not gonna worry about a name at the moment. So I want to do super begin play, initialize view model. Now, if I were to say, I'm going to just set max health to 100. Just manually up here. I just want to see if that value comes in. No. Very cool, very cool. Now, what if I were to do this value and then I say multicast update max health? Does it happen then? No. Now, if I were to, I don't know, delay this 2 seconds, does anything change? I just gotta figure out if there's some sort of race condition happening that I just don't know. So 1, 2, no. So do we even get here? So 1, 2. Yeah, so we don't even get there for some reason. Oh. Well, that's definitely a bug in my setup for sure. Networking in UE be like, let's change this multi. Yep, that's exactly it. All right, so now we have the actual thing changing here. So I wonder. So the problem was I was only listening for the attribute change for the max health when this thing was changed, which is, I don't know what the fuck that's about. So now let's get back into code. Let me do client initialize attributes here. I just want to see if we change anything. Now that I think of it, I would enjoy not making multiplayer game. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting too because like the bad thing about what I'm doing is, you know, I'm only testing through play and editor instances, you know. I don't have another computer that I can just set up. I guess I can use my partner's computer, but I don't have a centralized server that I can connect to simulate an actual, like not even an actual situation, because that's like on the same local area network. So it's not even simulating like real network conditions. So I have truly no idea what this experience would be like. And yeah, working on multiplayer for Outriders and everything, that's the only taste of multiplayer I want to deal with at the moment. I'm cool. I should just stick with single player games. Okay, so client doesn't work. Now if I were to do server, yeah, and the fact that it can differ pi versus cook is even more infuriating. Forgot about that part. Yeah, like there's a lot of like unknowns, you know. Okay, so now it works for me. Now, if I were to spawn an enemy, it works for me and them. Now, if I play as listen server, it works for me and them. Now, if I do 2 instances, it works for everybody. We got him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. I can live with that, maybe. You know, there's still derpiness for my... One problem with the multiplayer thing that's going to drive me up the wall, you know, this like movement's kind of jittery. I think it's because server client's trying to do 2 different things. Like this dead blending doesn't look very good. And then, yeah, I just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. So I don't know what that's about, but we fixed that. So we fixed that, so I'm happy about it. One issue I'd like to fix as well. When I go into full screen, the camera doesn't really adjust. Like it gives me some weird offset. I'd like to see why. And there's also a bug. I think, yeah. Oh no. Is warping broken again for dodging? What did I do? I keep breaking stuff. Like literally, like yesterday I thought it was fine. These dodges are killing me. So I don't know if it's something I broke. Because I remember yesterday I was messing around with stuff. Dead blending kind of screwed me up. I disconnected that on accident. I have to find rotation mode. Get roof. Oh, so release, I believe, is correct. But maybe I broke something there. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's motion warping me anymore. So let's look at the dodge. Maybe I disconnected something without realizing it. I assume that's okay. It's like the translation motion warp is working for sure. But yeah, he's just not warping in the right rotation that I'm hoping he was. So let's look. So facing, maybe that's needs to be default. No. Yeah, it just seems like, you know, I go in this direction and he warps forward instead of in the direction I want. Out rotation. Like it all seems Fine. Let me... Let's start disconnecting shit and see if, what fixes it. That's gonna be the game today. No. Like, we don't really care for out position. Form dodge. Everything is working in that sense. Let me just do rotation. Oh, there's a dude. Yeah, like the rotation, it's always kind of pushing me in the forward-facing direction. Honestly, doing that won't make a difference, I don't think. Like, I want to go that way. It's like, something is like forcing me that way. And I don't know what it is. And I know I probably changed some setting while changing a bunch of stuff. So let's look at rotation. So character movement, ignore base, sure. That's all fine, I think. Use control rotation, sure. Inherit, maybe not inherit yaw. Alright, boys, it's time to... Yep, nope, I need to inherit yaw. Controls are all fucked up. So we got dodge rotation. We'll do facing again. Slurp is fine. Here, you have warp rotation's false. That's good. Like Captain Price, you were here yesterday. You saw it working. Is it because of dead blending? So if I were to just take, just for the sake of testing something. Okay, so it's not dead blending. So I gotta start like commenting code. Is it at all the additive leans? No. Like, it definitely looks like it works, but then he's kind of forced back in. So let's plug everything back in as it's intended. Is there any variables that are set that shouldn't be set? So if we make offset root enable to true, no. Update essentials. All that looks fine. Generate trajectory. I don't think I did anything there. So everything is fine rotation wise when I'm strafing. Like, it's matching my input. But when I'm not strafing, it's just not going the way I want it to go. Now, if I were to do wants to strafe as the main thing, yeah, still no. So it's just warping me incorrectly. That is unfathomably frustrating. I feel like I just gotta stop touching shit. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with like the turn in place. Like, is it turning me? Should turn in place. I'm just gonna say no. Like, I don't want to turn in place. No. Still doing weird shit. So release, maybe interpolate. So it's always pushing me forward. So something maybe it's use controller desired rotation. Maybe that has to be true as well. Well, now it's doing opposite. So if I were to make this default, no. Okay. I'm gonna just make you release again. Because I think that has to be release. In general, like that, this behaves correctly. Just the forward is gross. So let me put things back, which they are, right? So just for the sake, it's mind-boggling. Rotate around axis. So yeah, that doesn't work. Does this work? No. So just a bunch of garbage. So we got the two deltas here. I feel like this is what I want. It's just like the motion warping is not in my favor, and the debug doesn't really help. Like, it's just pushing me the wrong way. Again, if I just change that to facing, I don't think that does anything for me, which is upsetting. Yeah, no. So what's the back one set as? So default, sure. Default, dodge rotation. It doesn't really matter about the max rotation, right? So slurp. All well and good. So we're once again messing around with vectors. So I think it's like, if we want to strafe, we do this. If we don't want to strafe, it's supposed to be that. Let's see. Let's see if I at least fix the strafing again. Here's our guy. Well, good news. No, I didn't. Assuming that that's fine. So I'm guessing it's now the opposite. How did you get your blueprints to have lines like that? Those look cool. It's a plugin. There's electronic nodes plugin. And they have options for that. So let's see. Yeah. So yeah, the forward stuff is, the direction that I'm getting is just not good. So once the strafe is true in this case, which unrotates this. So I wonder. So we get the delta rotators. Unrotate it. So what direction do I get when I do this? Yeah, so half the time that's wrong. So this is definitely wrong. This value. After unrotating it. So let's think about this once again. So do I have to rotate this back? Let's see what any of this nonsense gets me. I suck at vectors as well. Yeah, definitely wrong. Maybe we have to just unrotate it again. I do solemnly swear we're going to get this to work. Yeah, so still doesn't work too well. Now, I guess I have to just look at my account because I have an example of this. I looked at it last time and it helped. Now, is there a way to get to that profile part with these snippets? It's always sad I have to look at old stuff to remember. My snippets, movement input. So we unrotate again. So that all seems like it makes sense. So let's just start from the beginning. So I'm just going to disconnect everything. So I want to get the actor rotation and the control rotation deltaed by this. Not deltaed, unrotated by this. And I would just like to know what this is drawing. I'm gonna get some fucked up movement, but whatever. Okay, so it's always drawing forward. So I'm getting my actor rotation. Getting the difference between my actor rotation and the control rotation. And unrotating that by my input vector. Now, is it the fact that I don't think it's the fact that it's normalized that will make a difference. So rotate vector. So there's rotate vector around axis. Is there rotate angle? So it is vector around axis. Results of a vector rotated by angle degrees. So break that. And I guess I could just use like my up vector rather than just a hard-coded 1. Now, does this match my input direction? Yes. Now, there should be like, I guess, vector cosine angle 2D. Returns the cosine of the angle. So I guess I should do this with the rotation vector. I wonder if this is anything. Let's just print that too. I don't know what numbers to expect. So 0. Okay, so it's radians. So then degrees. And it's not signed. So 0. But yeah, these are just weird values. Now, if I were to use this, like, what if I were to use control rotation? Again, 0. Yeah, same stuff. Now, what if I were to unrotate this? Yeah, still weird numbers. Oh yeah. I wonder if I can do like get actor forward. Because I'm expecting like zeros when I'm going like forward and back, but we know the input direct, like I'm moving in my input direction. I'm just not rotating towards it and when I'm in on strafing. So I wonder. So then I have to unrotate this vector. And I believe it was by the actor rotation. And we do that. So, but do we use out rotation for anything else? Because I feel like maybe I can get away with getting the like look at. So dodge positioned, maybe I could do like find look at. Oh, the start is my actor position. And then the end is that. Maybe my out rotation could be that. I'm just going to be very messy at the moment. Yeah, still no. Oh yeah, and I'm also getting angles. So I feel like the motion warping and like this out rotation stuff isn't what's broken explicitly. So I would need to make this rotator just the yaw so that we don't get debugs that are just drawing on the pitch. I'm so upset with myself. What could I have changed? And yeah, the whole rotation mode thing. Like accumulate might be better. Like, because I notice when I'm dodging backwards, I'm able to like rotate in place. But yeah, that seemed okay. But yeah, now the dodge backwards is not working. Is that because of this? Yes. Which is annoying. Now, let's go back to my elf character for a second. Mistakes happen. Sometimes UE's just awkward. Yeah, for sure. Is it use? Maybe it's because I have used controller desired rotation. I just don't like that he's moving. I know they have definitions here. The releasing num essentially blends out any offset, after which it will be locked to the capsule rotation. So I don't want to do that. Interpolate? And interpolate does the same thing. Now I wonder if there's just some way to get this to work like it was earlier. See, I don't want to stream for like 10 hours. I made a character that would move and do everything right, but the NPC wouldn't work at all. Do you know if the NPCs can only work with one character BP at a time? So I think the animation blueprint needs to be compatible with the skeleton of your character, so maybe just double check that, but I think it should tell you if that's a problem. I don't think I need initialization on upper body. Yeah, for some reason it says add inertialization after that request, so okay, fine. Let's look at modified properties. Orient to movement, can fly, all that, blah, blah. Basically, I duplicated character and used the same NPP for both. First one worked, second didn't. I wrote it off as a UE fluke. Maybe it's just some bad references or something like that. Maybe I have to change... No, rotation rate should be -1, right? Okay, it's not. Can I set that to -1 again? Will that fix anything? No. So what's happening? I do this, and he is like just going that way. Why? Out rotation. Does out rotation change? So it's 0. So it's always 0. Which is interesting. Why? Like for me, that's probably what the problem is. I'm always getting 1 or 0. Okay, that time was 13. I should be getting bigger values than that. So I think this is maybe... Let me try unrotate vector from the control rotation. So -3, 92, 90. That seems better. But yeah, okay, so maybe now I can plug this back in. Ah. I'm definitely getting values I expect. It's just weird that the back one works. The front one is just turning me in ways I don't understand. Dodge forward. Facing. Close. You know, he's not doing derping stuff. He's just not turning. Which I guess in itself is a problem. And then default. His pitch is also getting stupid. Which I don't understand why. I'm kind of zeroing it out. So I'm going to assume that's fine. Yeah, for some reason I get that. So do I have to... I get the delta rotator here, I get the angle here. Control, so I unrotate it. Do I have to just do yaw? So I don't derp him in any way? Oh. Oh no. So why does that happen? Let's say, for example, I don't do warping. I do this. It's fine. So something about motion warping is making my guy rotate on the pitch, which doesn't really make sense to me. Like, why does that happen? He eventually corrects himself, which is cool, but this is most certainly driving me up the wall. All right, so I know why it's this. We know that much. No, make rotator. Only want the yaw. That should fix that. Yes. Cool. So I wonder if it might be just a matter of remaking motion warp notify. Dodge, rotation. Let's just set all those values. No. Wishful thinking. So we have roll, pitch, and yaw. If I were to make this 100, what happens? Something happens. So that's definitely roll. Or pitch, okay. Change it to facing. I just want to see if these values do anything. They most certainly don't. And if I give it no location, no. And then default definitely does some wacky shit. Looks pretty funny. So let's reconstruct that. I'm most certain that it has to do something with the APP, and I guess it's because I'm moving. So should turn in place. That has nothing to do with this, right? No. So I know orient rotation to movement is what makes, because otherwise it's just gonna be strafing all the time, which I don't want. Like when there's no enemies around, I want to be moving like this. And then just dodging in that direction, you know? I had it working yesterday, and that's what's hurting my emotions at the moment. I don't track anything. So I can't see what possibly broke. Maybe. So here's my health component stuff. Here's the test map. I don't see dodge here. I don't know why it's not one of my changed assets here. Because I was wondering if I could just revert it, you know? I'm not sure why it's not there. So here's my silly looking character. Um, hmm. Ah. So we know it's not this. Get offset root translation mode. So it's on release here. Now, what if I did movement mode on ground release? Because I'm definitely changing stuff I shouldn't be changing, honestly. Aim offset, additive leans, movement analysis. I don't know why that upper body thing is there. So it's like, boom, and then like I go in so many different directions. It's so confusing. Just for the sake of trying something. Let's make it one notify. Yeah, still no. Maybe we can ask Google. I don't know. UE5 motion warp rotation not working. Is not translating. Inconsistent result does not rotate the character. So disabling controller rotation, yeah. So where's that setting? Controller rotation, yeah. I swear to God, I'm gonna start throwing hands. So maybe let's revert to what we did before. So dodge rotation. 0.1. We're not doing rotation here. Yes. God damn it. That's so upsetting. At least I can sleep better tonight, I think. Still, you know. But I don't know why that was enabled. So now there's like a billion other things that I tried to do to fix that I'm sure I broke. So, oh, is release okay? Okay, so we know release is not okay. But hold on. Was it working in this direction? So it works this way, but then when I go this way, it breaks. So I think it's because... So let's put this back on release. Dodge. I'm pretty sure we gotta go in here. And then I think we gotta say if we want to strafe. Oh, whoops. If we want to strafe, that's true. We do this way. If it's false, we do this way. We're making progress. Okay, so we know that's wrong. Now, can I just say one more time? Get actor location. Find, look at. I just want to brute force this. That seems more reasonable. Okay. Now backwards is all fucked up. I think it's because of this whole like wants to strafe thing. I feel like there's definitely a better way of doing that. Like Like this out rotation. Like I'm curious. So that works. That doesn't quite work. So do I have to say like, hey, you know, select. So if we want to strafe, rotate that, and it's just by, I believe, just control rotation. Ow. And there's still like a snappiness. But yeah, this is problematic. Like backwards works, forwards is going like that. So I'm guessing it's wrong. Yeah, when I'm going this way. No, it's fine. Because it's I'm rotating it by the wrong thing. Maybe it's because it's the control rotation. It should actually be the actor rotation. Question mark. No. Does it have to be this delta? I'm sure I'm wrong. For sure, wrong. So no. If I were to unrotate that without doing the axis thing. Where's my guy? Here you are. So definitely no. We at least got that going for us. Happy about that. Progress has been made in some form of the sense of it. But I can't for the life of me. I don't know if I connected to my actual Git thing here, but no. Is it this one? No. Yeah, it's definitely this one. So in the last few minutes that I have, I want to be able to figure this out. Because I think what I did was a select like this. And if we want to strafe, it's this. if we don't want to strafe, I think it was the camera. So yeah, let's see what kind of crap we get into here. Yeah, so definitely not that. So we got that. So that's wrong. So I think now it's like, again, select. And if it's true, you want to unrotate it by control rotation. So far, so good. Yeah, it's just this part's where it's going backwards. And I don't know if it's an actual issue with the warp or they might I'm guessing it's a calculation problem. But let's double check. So let's just do facing. Still looks fine. Go behind. Yes, still good. I should seriously just stop touching dodge now. With the last couple minutes that we have, again, I don't understand all of that. I feel like that could be simplified in some way. Because I wonder, like, do I even have to unrotate it again? You know what I mean? I wonder if I can just bypass it. Is that like a redundant thing? It is not a redundant thing. So, boom. I feel like for some reason it accumulates my stuff. So I should say like maybe lock and consume animation. So what seems to happen now is as I'm dodging, if I move my joystick, yeah, see, like now it's not even interpolating me because it's locking me, right? Maybe lock offset increase and consume animation. No. So for whatever reason, let's see if I can put it to one that kind of showcases the problem. Yeah, nope. So it seems like it's only interpolate. So if we watch, I do that, I spin my joystick and like I snap to like the right. It doesn't happen if I keep so if I hold the joystick right, now I'm snapping to the left. You know, I don't understand where that snapping comes in. Release the offset and stop accumulating the mesh's movement delta. In this mode, we will blend out the offset. In this mode, if the mesh component moves, the root will stay behind, but will attempt to catch up. Now, I know there's some motion matching examples. And they have some like built-in notifies. Like it blocks transitions, excludes from database. Like, I don't know if they have anything that would fix this. We could do a quick Google search in the last 5 minutes and we'll see. So UE5 character snaps rotation after warping. Let's see. Okay, that's not our problem. I think he just doesn't have root motion enabled. So problem with character rotation snapping back to 0, 0, 0. No. I would be curious if I just skip this and then fix this so it compiles. I'm just curious what results I get. So definitely get the correct results. So something with this. So there is the root motion translation mode. Let me try a couple of these options. It was at release to start. So I'm going to dodge, keep everything forward, move it, still breaks, right? Interpolate. Yeah, still a problem. Yeah, something also derps when the control rotation is messed up. Eventually it seems like it corrects itself. So interpolate, let's say lock. No, still a problem. We'll just go through all of them. No. So I don't know, I don't think it's the translation. It has to be the rotation because we're seeing rotation, right? Yeah. So it's back on release. So accumulate means the root will counter rotate any changes to the capsule rotation, making it appear to rotate independently. And my dodge animations, I believe, are just default slot, right? Yeah. What other notifies are there? Post search. Translation to locomotion. I don't know what that does, but let's see. Can I also open Notify Blueprint? Doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, no. And there's nothing I could say for this, right? No. Motion warping, montage, notify window, blending out, disable root motion. No. Let's see what happens if I do this. Again, just randomly trying something. No. Ah, no. I want to fix that. I want to get rid of that. Dodge forward. So definitely something with this. Reset every frame. Controls how fast the rotation offset is blended out. I mean, max. How much offset can deviate from the mesh component rotation degrees? If I were to change these, I'm gonna start changing shit per usual. Okay. That fixed it. But I don't know what could possibly have happened. So if I make this -1, yeah, that broke it. So 10. I tried 30 and that worked. But now, yeah, now we got that problem. So I wonder if I can bind that. Unless that has nothing to do with the problem that I'm seeing here. Yeah. So maybe I could figure out how to bind that. So I'm going to make a note for myself. So I want to bind. So clamp to translation velocity. I wonder if that does anything. There's that. Still kind of derps. So again, I'm kind of streaming for too long. I'm going to put these back. So I want to say guess I could do root offset stuff. Let's see, get what? So get max rotation error. We're going to return float. And then we're going to say is slot active, default slot. If true, we're going to say 30. If not, -1. Maybe functions, so get max rotation error. Where can I find that? So it would be here. So thread safe, pure. So why can't I set that? Oh my god. That's so annoying. Where can I set this? Like, why is that possible? So, is it find references by name? It's just not showing up as an option here. This function, the get max rotation error. So we don't care about that. There's the binding. So get offset root translation half-life. So what's the difference here? So get offset root max rotation error. Does that become available? Yes. Okay. Is it the naming? So if this slot is active, I want to do a default slot. If this is true, we say 30. If it's not, we say -1. Maybe that's the behavior I need. So I'm moving. I should be able to do the turns. Yes, now. Yeah, fuck. Damn it. I think it's because, like, by the time I'm doing it, it's too late. So yeah, at this point, we're kind of, it fixes that problem. How small can this number be? It has to be -1. Ah, dang. Okay. We'll have to do more research tomorrow on that. So for the sake of this, -1, rotation half-life, 0.2 is fine. Clamp to rotation velocity. I think that's fine, so it has the tag offset root. What's wrong? Invalid field. That should be okay. Yeah, but we still get that problem. And is the dodge forward motion warp fast enough? Maybe not. Oh yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it for today before I drive myself fucking crazy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Okay, hey, sorry Vinny, I didn't notice you talking on YouTube. Got late for the live stream, but I'm here. Is motion warping out of beta in this version? Awesome, movement is very fluid already. Am I planning to cover inventory in the series? I don't know if I want to do inventory or not. I'm sorry, Vinny, I haven't been paying attention to the YouTube stream part of it. But yeah, thanks for chatting there. My apologies. So, thanks for watching. I gotta end the stream for now. It's been a couple hours, so thank you so much. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure to subscribe. If you're watching from Twitch, make sure to follow. Anybody from TikTok watching, make sure to follow as well. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.